On this one, we create a bit of a back to the 80s theme, where the Commodore 64 and the Spectrum were battling it out in the UK for dominance in the 8-bit computer market, well, home computer market anyway. This 400 was also introduced. I think the competition in the United States was probably between Atari and Commodore 64. Don't think the Spectrum really played much part in that because it's an English computer. Timex did bring a version out over in the United States, but I don't think it was very popular. The winner, actually, let's cut to the chase. The winner, as far as sales goes, was the Spectrum. The reason for that being it was so much cheaper than the Commodore 64. I think this was around £500 when it was introduced. These are considerably cheaper now. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you a bit of the history of the computer world battle and unbox these. I'll play the built-in games, but then I'll go more in depth on each of these three in separate videos with how to load up your own ROMs if you own the games. I think all of them take USB games of your own. So I'll show you how to do that on each one. But I'll dedicate a separate video to each one for that. So I'm going to start with the one that really wasn't part of the UK scene anyway, which is the Atari 400. Now this is the mini version. The Spectrum and the Commodore 64 are full-size versions. They're all based on emulation, so they're not chip-by-chip copies. And this certainly isn't a chip-by-chip copy. This is tiny, it really is small. What I'm hoping for is that at some point we can do the 90s war, which was between Commodore, the Commodore Amiga and the Atari ST. Hey, plastic bags. This way up. Just get in a bit. Oh, this is smaller than the others. Get that ridiculous knife out of the way. So this is the front. You get 25 games built into this, and I believe you can also add a keyboard because this keyboard doesn't work. So if you've got a USB keyboard, you should be able to connect it up. So we'll see that later. It's not much of interest on the sides. Tells you it's an emulator, and it'll do the 400, the 800, and the XL. I'm presuming it's going to do just the 800 XL and not the 1200 XL. And the Atari 5200 as well. But by the looks of it, not the 7800. But I have got some games that run on that, so I can check. You get to be able to rewind up to 30 seconds of gameplay, that's useful. And we've got scaling options, CRT filters, etc. It comes with an HDMI lead for plugging in, but you can also use a CRT. No, you can't use a CRT. It emulates a CRT display with scan lines and things. Play a game within one of 12 attractive frames. I'm assuming those are for the game itself because they'll be 4x3 games, these. As the computers were 4x3. So if you've got a modern HDMI TV, it's going to be in the centre portion of that. And we've got some USB connectors. Let's see how many we've got. So let's get rid of this seal. Nice Atari logo there. Embossed as well, it's not just a sticker. You say how tiny this really is. Which is good, because they wouldn't be as ridiculously cheap as they are if they were built like the original 400, which was a very thick aluminium shell because of FCC rules. So the input power is 5 volt 1 amp, so it's only using 5 watts. And it's from retro games, which the other two computers are as well. So I have done a video on games console from the 80s, which was the Atari 7800 Plus. So look back if you missed that and have a look at that one. So we've got 4 USB on the front. Nothing around this side. USB-A again at the back. HDMI. USB-C, this is for the power, and a power button. And there we have it. So let's get it plugged in. No, we won't. I haven't finished unboxing, have I? This is not very good. Let's put it there. And we get the joystick. Just cardboard. CX joystick. Not micro switch, that's for sure. So we've got a button here, 2 buttons there. The rings are buttons as well in these 4 positions. So that's what, 6, 7 buttons. Let's see if there's anything underneath the 400. There is. So we've got a quick start guide. I won't bore you with this. It's probably downloadable from the internet, so you can have a look if you've not bought the 400 mini yet and you're trying to decide whether you want to buy it or not. That's just the same thing in different languages. And then in here, I'm assuming we've got cables. HDMI cable. I've already got one plugged in, so I won't use that for now. And this is the USB-C. I like how they're colour coordinated to the actual console. So I will use this. So what I'm going to do now is connect this up. And then we'll see what games are on it and how they play. So I've got it all connected up. USB-C for power, HDMI in the back, joystick is connected in here. So we've got the setup screen first. English. Top here for next refers to this button here at the top of the controller. I'm in the UK, so I'm going to select 50 Hertz. F button. 5 amps, guessing. Do I have to run the TV test or can I skip? Once you've done that, you're straight into the games. Airball, asteroids. Oh, I wonder what this battle's... I wonder if the battle zone's got the vector graphics. Right, I'm going to try this first before I... No, well, I'll come back. Let's run through all the games. So we've got airball, asteroids, basketball, battle zone, berserk, boulder dash, bristles. Not heard of that one. Capture the flag, centipede, crystal castle. So if you've watched the 7800 plus game, you'll have seen the sequel to this, which comes free with that console. Electra Guide, racing game. Encounter. That's interesting. Flip Flop. Henry's House. Hover Bother. Lee. I think that's a copy of Bruce Lee. Mule. Millipede. Minor 2049er. Missile Command, another classic there. O'Reilly's Mine. 7 Cities of Gold. Star Raiders 2. Wavy Navy. Yomp? Can't be Yomp, can it? Don't know how you pronounce that. Right, so back to the beginning. Let's have a look at Asteroid, see what this version looks like. Bounce on. I'm sure I shot first. I don't know why the scores are so faint. Yeah, okay. So it's this right button to exit games on the joystick. Right, let's look at Battlezone. I used to love this game. I remember this from, when would it have been? 79? It was an arcade, not on a console. I think I need to get better at this game. Yeah, definitely have to. Right, let's come into this one. As I said, it's just going to be a quick review of each one. Also, I've got a centipede. Oh, just start button there. Not that. It's not the. Is it that one? Best select 1 or 2 players. Try that again. My retro gaming skills need a lot to be desired. Yeah, I don't like the spiders. Right, let's get out and go to missile command. One controller, one player. Right, so this left button here is select. Press start, then press fire. There we go. Maybe I should have read the manual first. Oh, looks like I'm better at millipede than centipede. I don't know why it gives you the option to start from 30,000. Maybe other levels are really easy. Right, sorry, I was enjoying that too much. So we'll exit out to there. Have a go at Missile Command. Left button is pause. Just accidentally hit that. That's why it stopped. Ooh. This is a nice version, but you only get one base here in the middle. Keep catching this, which pauses the game. So you'll have to watch out for that. Getting better? Oh, let's come back to that. So this is start and pause. This is select. This is obviously fire. So look at, in the comments, let me know which games you want me to have a playthrough of. So I'll do the research on it, so I'll know all the button presses, what they do in each of the games for the next one, and show you how to load USB games. So the next console is going to be the one that I didn't own in the 80s, which was the Spectrum. Next up is the Spectrum. So I didn't own this. I was Commodore 64. As I said, this did win the 80s. 8-bit computer war in the UK. But because it was cheap, I might be biased. So we'll see what I actually make of it when I play this game. So you should notice, if you watched a lot of unboxings about the UK version, it comes with the Crash magazine. No, it doesn't say anything about this on this version. And I did pre-order, but they couldn't fulfill the pre-order, and they said they had another batch in. So this batch came in December. Now I'm wondering if this is a European version. I'm curious. So again, it's by Retro Games, and I bought it from the game collection in this country. So it's got the PEGI information on there, which is UK, and then don't know what country that is. So let's get into unboxing this and have a look. So nothing really interested on that side. Features. It's an emulator again. It emulates the ZX Spectrum 16K, 48K, 108K, the +2 and the +2A, so it's only missing the +3 that it doesn't emulate. And you get to rewind up to 40 seconds of gameplay on this one. Again, the same display options. You can make it emulate a CRT through the HDMI. 720p HDMI again. 50 or 60 hertz selectable. It's USB for the different connectors. We'll look to that side, haven't we? Box is a bit crushed. Come on, the game collection, you need to get your game in order. No Crash magazine in this, and box is a bit bashed. Nice picture of the Spectrum there. This is full size as well. And then we have contents. Authentic, fully working keyboard. AC adapter not included. Resuming game, so okay, there's different languages on there. How do I get in here? These are the games there on the backs, well, some of them. So we've got 48 games, Manic Miner, The Hobbit, Saboteur. I'm reading these and you can see it, can't you? You can pause if you need to read it anymore. And the full list is here at the bottom. And again with this one, you can get your own ROMs, like for games you own, put them on the USB stick and load them onto this machine. So we have that upside down. So they got the rights for the Spectrum name, but not for Sinclair. So that's why it just says Retro, the Spectrum. That's a nice, again, embossed drawing of the Spectrum inside. Seem to all have these plastic covers on. Take that one off there. Spectrum manual. I think it's a cut down version of this, but I think you can download. Yeah, it's definitely cut down. It's in different languages as well. And some cables, I would think, but as I suspected, no crash magazine. So I don't know why that was. Let's put that over there so you can still see it. Away. I didn't think it was a special pre-order with the crash. I thought it was just all the ones sold in the UK got Crash magazine. If anybody knows why I have not, please let me know in the comments. HDMI lead again, that matches the colour of this Spectrum. But I'm using my own anyway. And again, retro games seem to use this a lot. USB-A to USB-C for power. So unlike the 400, this has a working keyboard. As I said, I never played the Spectrum, so I don't know how accurate the feel is of these buttons, but they are quite nice, and there's a fair weight to this. And my mate did have a Spectrum, and it does look very similar to this one, probably identical size. Let's have a look around the front and side back to see what kind of connectors it's got. There's nothing at the front, nothing at the back. Rubber feet on the bottom. Is that a speaker grill? Doesn't look like there's a speaker under there. Well, there wouldn't be, would there, because it's going through HDMI, the sound. Did the original Spectrum have a speaker there? That's why they put the grills in. And there's some ventilation holes there. Let's see what power rating this one is. So again, it's the same, 5 volt 1 amp, so it's draws 5 watts. Serial number 49492. Right, let's get this set up and see what the games are like on this one. But before that, I missed the controls at the back. So, home button, power button, HDMI, power button, USB-C, and 1, 2, 4 USB-A connectors. That'll be for joysticks and things, and the USB stick. Right, so now I'll go and plug it in and get it set up. Right, so I've got this set up. Now, this doesn't come with a joystick in the box, and I don't have a USB joystick, so I'll have to see what controls we can use on here until I get a USB joystick. Oh. The Atari Mini came with a joystick, didn't it? Well, let's see if that'll work. Just get it out of the box. So now I do have USB-A joystick. Let's plug that in before I power on. I've got lots of messy cables about. Let's tidy those up. So power button's on the left. There we go. Set up screen like before. Let's see if I can use this joystick now. Oh, I've got it trapped in there. Yes, it does work. A for select, B for next. Oh, I'm so much more comfortable with the keyboard. That's better. A for select. Run test F. I get the whole keyboard in on the screen. There we go. Let's accept those. It's working. I'll do the same with the other one. Run through the list of games. So Alien Girl, Ant Attack, I've seen this. A lot of reviewers played this. Army Moves. I probably won't recognise a lot of these. Avalon, Bobby Berry. I mean, if the games was on the Commodore 64, I might remember those. Stormroll. Excellent. Platformer by the looks of it. Fairlight. There's a lot of isometric games on the Spectrum. Firelord, adventure game. I do like adventure games. Football Manager 2. Freddy Hardest. The Great Escape. If you remember that one. Head Over Heels. Highway Encounter. You know, so a lot of these are isometric. The Hobbit. No, I did have this on the Commodore 64. So let's see if that's built into the Commodore 64. We can compare a little bit. Horace Goes Skiing. He's wicked, he's evil. Can he be stopped? Jack the Nipper. I've heard of that one. 3D game. Lords of Midnight. This is another adventure game. Apparently, the sequel to this is an Easter egg on this console. On this console. On this 8-bit computer. I won't find it on this video because I'll do a separate one on each console and go more in depth. That's why I didn't really bother reading the manuals. Just thought to open them and see how we can control them. Manic Miner, heard of that one. Platformer. Match Day 2. So notice there's a lot of English games on this Spectrum because, as I said, it's an English computer by Sinclair. Movie. In fact, that's a good film. I'd recommend anybody watches that who's into retro gaming. It's called Micro Men, and it's on YouTube. Just search for that on YouTube. It's a brilliant film. Martin Freeman, you'll probably know him whether you're from the UK or not. It's a good actor, he's in it. He plays the head of Acorn Computers. And I don't know the actor who plays Sir Clive Sinclair, but he's the other part of the battle for the BBC Micro. So BBC had a spec for a microcomputer, and a number of firms were bidding for who would get the contract, because BBC was a massive TV company in the UK, and they were going to run a computer program on there explaining how to program computers. So obviously they would get a lot of sales whoever won that battle, and it was between Sinclair and Acorn in the end, just those two, and Acorn won, not Sinclair. Pyrocurse, Quasitron, Robin of the Wood. Heard of this one as well. Saboteur, Shovel Adventure. Looks like Indiana Jones type thing. School Days, I remember this one. Snake Escape, Spellbound, Starquake, Star Strike 2, Stonkers. Okay, and if there's any of these games you want me to particularly play next when I do a video just on the Spectrum, or anything else on the Spectrum, just let me know in the comments. And if you do find this video useful, please like and subscribe. We're back to the start. Now, this I've not heard of. So, futuristic shooter. You're a human alien hybrid. Let's have a go at this one. See, I like having a keyboard that works. Ooh, let's say it's a Kempston. artificial intelligence in the 80s. Okay. Oh, there's another button on here that I didn't spot when I was doing the... This is a button in the corner. And I think it's a start button. Oh. Clearly this is a rip-off of Alien. Ugh, no lives, just straight to game over. Can you skip? No, you can't. So I think you've got to entice these down. I think that's going to be the easiest way. There we go. This one's not playing. Oh. I can't on the exit. Do I need a key? I died. Okay, let's work out how to escape from these games. There we go. So it's on this joystick, it's the right one, but yours will be completely different. Anti-attack, let's have a look. So the 5 button seems to select all the games. Anti-attack. The high wall city. Press any key. It's just taking me one way. Jump, jump. Right, so the top button is jump. Did that just bite me then? Right, so I've got left and right fire. I've got arrow keys on the keyboard itself. Yes, but not that work. I think that's why I already selected this joystick, didn't I? This doesn't appear to be very good for this game. Anyway, we've had a look at it. Let's have a look at the Hobbit. So that should be keyboard, I would think. Slow loading this one. I suppose it has got a lot of assets it needs to load in. You're in a comfortable tunnel. Oh, the fills were fairly quick. I remember it being really slow, much slower than that. Try it on the Commodore 64 and see if it's just this Spectrum ran it faster. Oh. Look, open chest. Okay. Space bar. It's not a very big space bar, is it? To be fair though, this keyboard is quite good. Gandalf owns the ring green door. Thorin waits. Take map. Space. I'm already carrying the map. Read map. Examine the curious map. There seems to be some symbols on it, but you cannot read them. Gandalf goes east. Thorin says, hurry up. Go east. Shall we follow him? remember this desert. But it does seem to be filling the screen with these colours a lot faster. Okay, I could play that for hours, so I'm not going to stay on that. I'll exit back to the menu. Let's have a look at a 3D game. I'll probably mess this up playing it as well. This game is not in 3D. Not. What speed is required? Slow. I don't know what I'm... Oh, I'm flying through something here. This is definitely a game that you can't play without instructions. So let's exit from there. Manic Miner. Come on, let's have a go at Manic Miner. Everybody's heard of Manic Miner, haven't they? Oh, that sound is awful. Right, let's try that again. I do not like the sound though. Right, okay. Well, how do you move forward? Can you not jump and move forward at the same time? Yes. Oh, those pants are poisonous, aren't they? Oh, I've got no chocolate. Got the key, okay. Can't get up there, can I? No. Forgot the plant. Right, okay. Some of these I need practice on. Match day 2. Let's see how realistic it is. Let's go for the Kempson joystick again. Press any key to move cursor. Press enter to select. One player, no. One player, press any key to move cursor. Press enter to select. First off, yeah. Oh, it's nothing like the SID chip, is it? The sound chip in this. Don't you? Does it have a sound chip, or is it using its processor? No, it's going in. Oh no. Kept in. Yeah, that's not very interesting. Especially if you're not English and don't watch football. Penetrator. Do like a horizontal scrolling shooter. The loading's not bad on these games. Come on. I'm so impatient these days with instant loading of games. Oh, Scramble. I love this game, but I've never played it on this console. Wonder which is the bomb. B on the keyboard. There it is. It is. Oh. Yeah, I think I need to find the button on this joystick that drops the bomb. But I'll leave that for the more in-depth video where I just concentrate on one at a time. Right, so that was quite interesting. I think I'll enjoy some of those games. Up next is the one that I'm really looking forward to. So this is my 8-bit computer from the 80s. I got this in December 1983. No, this one. This was produced 4 years ago. And they're still making it now. This is a new one. Fully working keyboard. Same company made them, Retro Games. Looks very much like I remember the Commodore 64 looked, including the colour on the picture anyway. Again, they've got the rights to c64 but not Commodore. But I think I can remedy that with these. So these stick over the top of that and that to make it look like more like the original Commodore 64. Again, this is 8-bit computer is based on emulation. So it's full size. It can emulate VIC-20 and the Commodore 64. So look what's around the box before we open it. Again, nothing interesting on that side. This side, one of the games. Features. I'll read them to you because I'm not going to get this in view. So HDMI again. Various display options, so it simulates CRTs again. Save your progress, so it's got memory in there. And you can add your own games via USB again. Right, let's get this open then. It's a lot more difficult to handle than the last two. I remember unboxing the actual one, Christmas '83. I was so excited doing that. Been looking forward to it for ages. I've looked at the Spectrum and the full size Atari 400 because they were selling those in the UK as well. Again, nice plastic dust cover. Shall I stick this on straight away? Why not? Oh, can't stick them on straight away because it doesn't come with double-sided tape. I'm going to have to do that. But it fits over there like that. Looks like an original. Let's put the power on. Just cut myself with that ridiculous knife. And that fits over there. So I'll get some double-sided tape for that. So we have this with all the cables in, I would think. Oh, and a joystick. This does come with a joystick. Let's see what's this like. USB-A joystick. Lots of buttons on this. Much better quality than the other ones. Oh, micro switch as well on the joystick. Any buttons anywhere else I'm not seeing? Nope. The 64. What else have we got? Quick start guide. That's one side. And this must be the cables in this little box. So HDMI again. I'm going to have lots of these HDMI cables. Oh, this is not USB-C. Well, it was designed 4 years ago, wasn't it? So that's probably why. This is just micro USB on this end. And USB-A on the other. Right, let's get this set up. After I've shown you this. phone back. Put those on there so they don't get lost. I'll find some tape. Put that back in. Right, let's have a proper look at this. It's very weighty. I'm guessing, as it's an emulator, the actual workings of this is going to be very tiny, so I wonder what's taking up the weights. Probably weights, isn't it? So let's look at the keys. Let's bring you in a bit closer. Oh, I've got rid of the box. Keys are quite good. They're not switched or anything. I suspect this is a membrane keyboard. All the function keys, but it is fully functioning. PET images on the buttons as well. This helps you when you're programming in BASIC. The 64. Now, did that have a Commodore logo on it in the 80s? I think it did. I can't remember. I'll look that up. Nothing at the front. At the side, we've got 3 USB A's and a power button. At the back, micro USB power in, HDMI, and another USB A. This one. See, the ones at the back are normally for updating firmware and USB sticks for downloading your own games. The bottom, let's have a look at the power on this. Oh, doesn't say, oh, there we go. 5 watts again. I wouldn't be surprised if the emulation board on all of these computers and arcades was the same. Maybe one day I will do a video where I unbox, take apart one of these and look what's inside and compare 2 different ones and see if the internals are the same and it's just the software on the emulation card that's different. There we go, so I'll set this one up on the monitor and we'll play this. Right, let's power this on. Power button's at the side there. And it worked. Obviously they've all worked, haven't they? That's fortunate. Would have made a really rubbish video without it. Setup screen's very similar. Why is that not working? It's not run, is it? Wonder if having the joystick in disables the keyboard. Figured out the space bars, how you select things. Right, so we've got carousel, or we have, sorry, it's the button on the side that selects things. So if I want to move over to the other one, straight into the console. So games. Can I get both? Oh, almost got all the whole screen in. Alley Cat, I didn't really play this one. Yeah, so you can... Have you spotted the deliberate mistake before? Well spotted. Forgot to plug the controller in. Right. Right, figured out the controls now. The joystick works for moving along in here. So let's do like we did with the other one. Start at the beginning, see what games we get. Anarchy, Attack of the Mutant Camels, Avenger, Battle Valley, Verbover, Micro Fun, Boulder Dash. I don't think I played this. I played it in the arcade, but I don't think I played it on my Commodore 64. Bounder, California Games, Chips Challenge, Confusion, Cosmic Causeway, Dimension, Cybernoid, Deflector, Destroyer. Everyone's a Waller, really? Firelord. Galancia, well that looks like a Gallagher copy to me. That must be a new one. I would have loved one of these when I had this in the 80s. 2017, that's why I've not heard this one. Gateway to Fascia. Gribbler's Day Out, Grid Runner, remember that one? Heartland. A lot of platformers here. Hero Robotics. Highway Encounter. Hover Bother. Impossible Mission. I have this on the 7800 Plus. I think I showed that in the other video. Graphics look very similar, don't they? Impossible Mission 2. I don't have this on the 7800 Plus. IO. This looks like an R-Type clone. Is it IO or is it 10? Iridis. Jumpman. Remember that one? Mega Apocalypse. Vertically scrolling shooter by the looks of that. Mission AD. Wanted Monty Mo. Monty on the Run. Nebulous. Netherworld. You know, a game I had on this was an adventure game. It was called Sherlock that I never finished. So if that's on here, I'll be very pleased because I will finish it. Paradroid, remember that one? Pit Stop 2. I remember playing this on the Atari 2600. I don't think I had this on my Commodore C64. Planet of Death. Psychedelia. Ranorama. Robin of the Woods. So this is on the Spectrum on this one. Might play both of those and compare. Silicon Warrior. Travel to the I wonder if this is anything to do with Tron. Skate Crazy. Speedball. Remember that. Spin Dizzy. Steel. Baseball. Basketball. Summer games. Do you know how many joysticks I brought playing summer games and winter games? And Daley Thompson's Decathlon. I had to change to a really expensive joystick after that. Supercycle. Now this is a clone of Hang On. I played that a lot in the arcades when you sat on a motorcycle. Sword of Fargo. Temple of Asai trilogy. So that's all of the ones. They had an Asai at the beginning, didn't they? Strange. The Ark of Yesod. Hall of Fame. It's like a credit thing, isn't it, for the people who developed the emulated console. Thing Bounces Back. Thing on a Spring. Trailblazer, remember that. Iridium, I love this. Horizontally scrolling. Who Dares Wins 2. Oh, Winter Games, I love this as well. This, I don't think, from memory, this wasn't as bad on the joystick. World Games. Synapse. Alley Cat. Back to the beginning. What shall I play? Everybody played the Attack of the Mutant Camels, don't they? So let's try it. The thing I thought was a R-Type clone. No, we won't. We'll play Galancia. Because I've got the Gallagher cartridge for the 7800, so I'll be able to compare the gameplay between that and these. If you haven't watched the other video on the 7800 Plus, find it. It's really interesting. Right. Getting into our spaceship with a dog by the looks of it. Ooh. Missed the missiles coming in there. Oh, I like this version. I think I should have died then. Oh no. Obviously one of these buttons is pause as well that I've just hit. Oh, so you only get the second one. I didn't know someone was playing there. Did I get the second one hit? Or do you only get it for so long? I think I'll leave that there. When I'm doing an in-depth video on this, I'll go through basic and I'll see if I can do some basic programming on it as well. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that, I think it was about an hour, like, subscribe and comment. Any improvements you want to see with me presenting, just let me know. I'm on one for criticism. Helps you improve, doesn't it? And see you next time.